In this real estate market of 2026, I want to talk to you about 9 things that I see sellers doing that are absolutely sabotaging the sale of their home. In this highly competitive market, you have to have every single edge that you can possibly have. So let's talk about these 9 things and let's help give you an edge selling your home. But hey, my name is John Bice. I'm with eXp Real Estate and the Florida for Boomers Network here in Sarasota and Manatee County. We sell from Parish to Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Venice, and out to our beautiful beaches. And we would love to help you buy or sell real estate here on the Suncoast. So number one, people think that their level of clean is clean. I highly recommend, unless you are just meticulous about your home, that you have somebody come through and do a really deep cleaning. I mean, scrubbing the bathrooms, the shower, the tub, the floors, countertops, everything that you can possibly think of. The windows, as people are looking at these things. Fingerprints, if you have white doors in your house, fingerprints on doors, the front porch area, the lanai on the back. Clean these things, spotlessly clean. And oh yeah, don't forget about your appliances. The front of your appliances, if they're stainless steel or white, especially, clean those. Typically, people aren't going to open your appliances like your refrigerator. That's not really normal for them to do that. They may, but you may want to clean the inside of your oven, because if it has a bunch of stuff that in the past has spilled in there and it's kind of nasty looking, you want to maybe get that cleaned out. So do a deep cleaning, and then maybe have somebody come in behind you and do even more cleaning. That makes all the difference in the world, especially if you have pets. Getting dog hair up, kitty boxes out of there, and the smell of that kitty box, get it out so people don't think about that. Declutter. You can't possibly put too many things away. It's not like we live. We all have our knives and our blenders and our coffee pots and all that out on the kitchen counter. All the stuff that we use on a daily basis on the bathroom counters, put it away. Do you ever go into a model home and they have a coffee maker out and a blender out and toothpaste and toothbrush and shave stuff out all over the counters? No, it's empty. Okay, so declutter as much as you possibly can. You're trying to sell your house. You're going to move. Start packing. Start putting things away. And people kind of not fight with me about this, but like look at me like, why would I start doing that? Well, your primary closet is stuffed so full of clothes, people are like shocked when they walk in there. So start, if you haven't touched those clothes, they're winter clothes, let's say, pack them away. Start getting those big tubs that you can get in Walmart and start putting things away that you're not going to be using. The 900 pairs of shoes that you have in there, go ahead and start putting those away. You're going to move. Make the space look as big as possible. The next one, number 3, is furniture. Is your furniture actually helping the sale of your home? Or maybe is it making it look smaller? Do you have too much furniture? Is the walkway obstructed because of your furniture? I always use the example when a couple comes in the front door, and this really matters if you have a pool or water, or a pool and water behind your house. The husband, the man's eyes go directly to that pool and to the water behind the house, because they walk out there and they want to see, is there an outdoor kitchen out there, or where is my outdoor kitchen going to be? And what kind of water is there? What kind of view is there? And typically the female is, going to find the kitchen and then go to the primary bedroom, then the primary bathroom. And if those start all passing the eye test, then she goes and reels the husband back in and has him start looking at those things. But make sure It's an unobstructed walkway path to get to these places, okay? Especially out to the lanai. If you have sliders or French doors, you don't want a big couch sitting in front of the sliders. You do not. You got to either rearrange that room or maybe start packing some furniture away. I don't know if you need a storage unit. I don't know if you're going to sell some things, but I see it all the time. You want people to be able to come in and visually think how their furniture is going to fit in a room. So you don't want it so packed that they can't visually, or it makes it feel like the room is much smaller than it actually is. This goes for bedrooms as well. If you got a king size bed, two massive tables on the end tables on the sides of the bed, you got a huge chest, you got a TV on the wall, you might consider consolidating with some of that stuff. That would be a really, really good idea. Staging is another thing. A fresh set of eyes to come through and make suggestions on things that you could start packing away. I go into homes where they have bookshelves with all kinds of things that they've collected over the years, 100 different little glass things and pictures, and people don't care about that. You're moving. Start packing those things away. Put them in, wrap them, put them in, again, plastic containers that you can get at Walmart or the dollar store or wherever, but start putting those things away. Everybody talks about personal pictures. Yeah, you want to try to do that. You want to start putting those away too. I know myself as a male, what do? I start walking around looking at the pictures like, oh, I wonder where they were. I wonder who that is. I wonder when they were there, and not paying attention to the house. So yes, you don't have to put every single picture away, but if you've got a whole table full of family photos, yeah, you want to start getting those put away as well. Hiring a stager. You might want to have somebody come in and go room to room to room and help you stage a home. I've got a lady on my team that's absolutely amazing at it. She does things like brings plates in with napkins to put on the dining room table or the breakfast bar or both, and start staging the house to make it look as good as absolutely possible. I always look at it this way. Let's say that a stager charged you $2,500. Is that a lot of money? Or taking a $50,000 price reduction on your home because you're starting to get feedback? The rooms were too small. It was a little dark. Kitchen counters seem really, crowded. Which is better, $2,500 up front or a $50,000 or $25,000 price reduction? I'd go with the stager first. Absolutely. Next one, paint. I always hear paint. It's just paint. Well, yeah, but you want that paint in your house to reflect it the absolute best. If you need a fresh coat of paint, allow enough time for that to get done before you go on the market. Okay. And I always hear that, well, it's close. It's not quite the same color. No, close is not good enough. You want it to be the exact same color. If you got to repaint an entire room or wall to make it exactly the same, I highly recommend it. People see these things. They're going to sink how many hundreds of thousands of dollars into your house, and they want it to be what they want. They don't want it to be what they need to come in and start working on. They want that house to look exactly the way they want it to. So paint is paint, and it does matter. So I hear people say, oh, that's just paint, but it reflects on the showing on your home. So that's very, very important. Pricing. Can I say this enough? Pricing. Okay. You don't price in this market for wiggle room. Let's see what's going to happen. I think we can get this. You need to have an agent that's breaking statistically down what homes have sold for in your community. And maybe if you don't have enough sales and pending sales to compare what those pending sales were priced at, price per square foot before they went under contract, and then what the homes actually sold for. Who cares about active listings? Active listings are sitting on the market. They're not under contract. They didn't sell. So I always hear, oh, well, Betty down the street is priced at, yeah, she's been on the market 182 days and she's not selling. So you have a little wiggle room, but you want to price it as close as you possibly can to what you believe your home will sell for. And I hit myself over the head all the time. Not the highest listing price. That doesn't do you any good in this market. What is it going to sell for? Let's price it according to that. If I think my house is going to sell for $556,000, I probably want to be priced at $575 or less. I don't want to be priced at $599, $625, $650, and I think my house is going to sell around $560,000. People are going to go in and start typing, well, I'm looking up to houses in that neighborhood sell up to $575. I did my research, and you're at $599, and they put $575 in for their max. You never show up. So you got to be laser focused on that. And if your agent can't break down for you the lowest price per square foot, the average price per square foot, and the premium price per square foot, and tell you where your home ranks in there, you need a different agent. I'm just telling you that right up front. Okay. So price, 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 location, location, location. Don't get lazy with showings. If you're having a lot of activity, showing number 1 and showing number 25 are just as important, because you don't know which one of them is going to absolutely fall in love with your house and go, hey, yeah, this is the one. This is the one I want. So don't get lazy on keeping things decluttered, keeping things clean, making sure the lights are on, making sure all the window blinds are open, making sure your house is light and bright as possible. Nobody ever walks into a house and said, whoa, it's just too bright in here. But they notice dark floors, dark cabinets, dark furniture. They notice that, especially in Florida. If you'll notice on model homes, they don't have window treatments in their windows most of the time. It's just a window. Gee, I wonder why that is, to let that light in. All right. So think about that. And you have to keep that standard up for all of your showings. It's no fun. It's no fun living with people walking through your house on a weekly basis, but you have to keep those floors clean. You have to keep those counters wiped off. You have to keep things put away. Make your coffee in the morning. And if you can, put that coffee pot away. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard. It's not fun, but it's not that hard. Be very conscious of, and I touched base on this a little earlier, smells. We all do it. We all have pets, and we get used to our home and our pets' smell. Have somebody come in that can be honest with you. Do you smell our dogs? Do you smell litter box? Do you smell that? So have somebody come in that will be honest with you. Don't take it personal. Remember, you're taking your hat off. I love this house. I'm putting my hat on. This is a business decision. I'm here to make as much as I possibly can on the sale of my house. So have that person that can come in and be honest with you about it. The lanai area, if you've got a pool or an area to walk around out there, declutter that as well. Again, have it so people can walk around the pool if that's, you can do that. Big potted plants and things out of the way. If you have an outdoor kitchen, get it clean, because the guy's going to walk over and lift it up. And if it looks like somebody just cooked 87 steaks on there and didn't clean the grill, it's not a good thing. So you want to have that cleaned up as well. So that's just a few of the things that keep you on top of this market. Okay. It's essential that you are in our area, the Sarasota Manatee County area. including what the builders have out there, I would say we have a year's worth of inventory, which probably in this day and age with the internet, maybe 5 months of inventory is normal. And we've got a year's worth of inventory, and the builders are still building. So you have to have every possible edge that you can possibly have. All right. So if you got any questions about this, give me a call, 941-962-7443. You can reach me 7 days a week. And if this kind of content is what you're looking for, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I put out stuff almost every single day about people either selling homes here on the Suncoast, or most of the time, baby boomers retiring here, moving down to Florida's Suncoast. So I look forward to hearing from you. I'd love to talk to you and answer questions for you. Like I said, you can basically reach me 7 days a week. You can email me, text message me, and I'll answer any questions that you have about the Florida real estate market. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.